Stick in? Okay. Hey folks, Cool18 here, and welcome to another video from the live stream that we're doing here. We got Essentia joining us.
Hi.
And we're going to play some Democracy 3. The Extremism expansion just came out. I also installed a few different mods here. And in the spirit of democracy, I've gone ahead and put up a straw poll for the stream to see who we should play. And people voted pretty strongly for the Independent Republic of Yorkshire. So apparently there's been some sort of massive breakdown in the UK. The UK. And they collapsed.
Right.
Or something.
That's gonna happen.
Oh, I don't know. Or maybe Yorkshire just broke off from the UK. It could happen.
It could, I guess.
There, listen, we've got all this great food.
They do.
And these funny kind of accents. And we don't belong with everyone else. So we're going to be playing as the, I don't know, the Duke and Duchess of Yorkshire. Well, actually, no. We're going to be playing as the elected Prime Minister or whatever of Yorkshire.
Does it say? Oh, it doesn't say.
It'll say something on the next stream. But I mean, it's democracy. We have to play an elected kind of figure.
Right.
Now, this is going to be, again, we're going to be using the Extremism DLC, so it makes me think that we should play with some sort of extremist kind of vibe.
Probably. Sort of seems to be the...
But I don't know what kind of theme we should go for. Like, are we going to play like a theocracy? Are we going to be... Someone just subscribed.
Hey, M. Gray.
Oh, and I missed one. I missed Front 2007 and M. Gray on 2. Doesn't always make the noise for some reason.
Maybe it happened when you were AFK.
Eh,
Last one.
I don't know. No, I don't think so,
know.
but... Or maybe they both happened at the same time, so
that
could
would
be.
do it, yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for subscribing, guys. Appreciate the pressure. Welcome to the nation of Yorkshire.
Yeah.
That's really what you just joined. So we'll have to have, like, funny accents, make little, like Yorkshire puddings.
I know people from Yorkshire. There's no way in hell I'm trying to recreate their accent.
Their accent. I hope you're going for accent. Anything else is going to be rude.
Their accent.
Okay.
I don't want to insult them.
All right. So this is a mod. Yorkshire is one of the mod countries that you can grab from the Steam Workshop. So it's obviously a smaller area, and predominantly white, 11% Asian, only 3.3% other. Really? Huh? That's interesting. Because when I think of like the UK, I think of like a very big immigrant population in general.
Yeah, in the bigger cities and things like that. I mean, York is not a small city, but Yorkshire in general is a lot of farmland and tiny little towns and things like that. So
right.
And it's in the middle of everything, so it's...
Oh, I just realized Asian should probably include like people from India.
Yeah, South Asian. Yeah.
So I never think of that, right?
Yeah.
Because usually, like, what is a continent? CGP Grey has a great video about that.
Oh yeah.
And like, what you know. How do you consider all of Asia one continent without including Europe? And then if you put these other dividers in for like culture and stuff, well then really the Middle East and India, they're both their sort of individual continents for all kinds of different reasons. Anyway.
I know the whole thing's very confusing.
Largest cities Leeds, life expectancy is 77.71 years, which is actually pretty good. The GDP per capita is only 28,000, which is not that high. We've got just over 5 million people to deal with, 20% poverty. Yeah, that's not good.
Ooh, that's bad.
Largest religion is Christianity, 10% unemployment. And the youngest grandmother was 26 years old. What?
That's what someone was referencing in the chat. I missed reading that because of where the mic was. I didn't see it right away. And that's funny.
So there's a lot of people in the chat who want fascist Yorkshire, theocratic militarism, technocracy, which is a little bit different.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, so, you know, everything from fascism to communism and everything in between is exactly what people are going to want.
That'll be easy to do, all of those things, yeah.
So we will need a name for our party. It's unfortunate we can't just... Oh, we can just type one. I forgot about that.
I changed it.
Yeah. So...
But we need to know what we're going for before we call it.
Part of me does want to play the religious game.
Right.
Because usually when I'm running these countries, I tend to, like, sort of discount the religious people.
I'm sure.
Sort of get rid of them.
Yeah.
But it would be fun from playing it from the other side, especially since a lot of the extremist things are in place there.
Right, yeah.
Although one of the problems with the game is the sort of religious group is a very specific kind of, like, morally conservative religion type of people.
Yeah,
like,
really tweak it.
a certain type of Christianity is really what's represented there.
Right, yeah.
Because different religions obviously have very, very different standards as to what's acceptable.
Yes, definitely.
So by playing the religious game, we would be playing the game of do whatever makes the religious people in this game happy.
Yeah.
Rather than have...
Not
because
getting to choose our own, yeah.
Yeah, because we could, like, make up some sort of, like, theme there, but
Yeah,
no
it's
matter what
tricky.
we do there, it's not necessarily going to map to the religious people in the game.
Yeah, I've noticed that because I've tried to make my own sort of religious state before, and it it worked to varying degrees of, of success.
So I agree with Quidiat's idea. It's the self-elected Pope Quilly 18th. I like that.
Of course you would like that, yes.
I'm going to be the Pope of the Yorkie religion.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what that means. I don't know enough about Yorkshire or Leeds.
The Quill-essentialists?
I like it.
That's cute.
The Quill Essentialists.
That's funny.
And what we're gonna be a populist religion, in that whatever the bulk of the people who
party.
call themselves religious
Uh-huh.
believe, that's what we will believe. We're just
Okay.
we're gonna just suck up to them
Right,
that way.
okay.
So term's gonna be 4 years, no term limit. We'll see what we can do. The opposition party, the Jehovah Party. Actually, that'd be interesting, this sort of conflict, but I don't think so. I think our opposition will be like totally reasonable people. Just, liberal Democrats or
Nobody's
something like that,
totally
you know.
reasonable.
No one is, but like just a completely vanilla sounding party.
Right, yeah.
And then like that's your
Generic,
opponents.
Yeah.
People's Front, Labor Party, Democratic Union, Democratic Movement. Democratic Union sounds like vanilla-ish. Democratic
Yeah.
Movement sounds scary.
Yeah.
Whenever there's movement in there, you're like,
Go with the union over the movement, yeah.
all right.
I agree.
So it's the Quill Essentialists against the Democratic Union.
Oh, they want you to wear a bishop's hat. Do you even have one? I can't remember. You have
No,
so many.
I have my Magica Wizards robes, but they're like really hot.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you have
Got that.
No, you don't really have anything else you could wear for it.
No, I don't have an appropriate hat. I'm really sorry.
You guys just
I'm
have
sorry,
to
guys.
start, sending him hats.
So I guess we're not gonna have a monarchy because we are a theocracy, and we've broken away from the UK, from
right,
the UK.
Right, okay, this is
So-
going to be our kind of, like, rebellious thing.
Yeah.
We don't
So
have a monarchy anymore.
we're gonna be republic,
Right, okay.
no monarchy.
Weird.
We'll leave everything where it is, the sort of baselines that they've got set for this Yorkshire, and we'll hit play.
This is Yorkshire.
This version of Yorkshire. Now, the mod creator noted that they tried to get most of the social policies kind of in line with modern day UK,
Wow, cool.
and then
okay.
things might move from there.
Yeah.
So we are collectively the Prime Minister.
Right, yes.
I'll be the Prime, you'll be the Minister.
Okay.
Okay. And the lives of all 5.2 million citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will need to deal with as soon as possible while keeping an eye on the long-term improvements of our citizens' quality of life. Plus, do not forget that you face re-election in 4 years. You'll need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. Good luck! So GDP is quite poor. Health is quite good.
Yeah, that's nice.
NHS.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
Education, Midland. Fair amount of poverty, although not critical amounts, but definitely there.
It could get critical fast, though.
Very little crime, actually, but a lot of unemployment.
Good.
I expect the crime and everything will start to go up relatively quickly.
Oh, really?
Just because poverty tends to lead to that. People get desperate.
That's why we work on fixing the poverty immediately.
So here's the crime. All the things that are... Well, there are a lot of things bring it down. We've got CCTV,
Right, yeah.
as they do in the UK.
I love the CCTV in the UK. I know some people are against it, but I appreciated it.
The alcohol abuse is bringing up the crime.
He's gonna be such a good leader.
We're doing the religious thing, right? I'm actually the Quill the 18th,
Right,
or
right.
Quillicus the 18th.
Quillicus?
And it's sacramental wine. It's from San Francisco, from
I
Sacramento.
still like the sacrilegious
Yeah,
wine.
the sacrilegious wine. It's the Sacramento wine.
Pretty sure you Sacramento wine. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
So, wow, this is like the only game I've ever loaded where they didn't start with freaking asthma epidemic. Apparently our pollution is not dire. I'm surprised.
Again, tons of farmland. Only a couple of really big cities. It's just lots of green and fresh
So,
air.
step one is going to be ruin the environment.
No, please.
Yeah. So we have an
Not all
uncompetitive
religions wanna
economy.
Ruin the environment
No.
immediately.
Well, in fact, there are many religions who see, like, if the earth is a gift from God to the people, then it's the people's job to be a shepherd to the earth and to
Right.
maintain it.
Yes.
Right?
exactly.
As opposed to just like, oh, it's God gave it to us to exploit and do all these things.
Exactly. I'm happy you understand.
Yeah. So we could be like environmental religious people. We could do that. We do have to fix the uncompetitive economy. This is
That's
double
not good.
plus on good.
Yeah, no. We'll fall apart as a country if we don't fix that. So.
Yeah, so it's bringing down our GDP a lot, which is going to bring down unemployment, all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
It's mostly being caused by extremely poor productivity. Also, import tariffs are hurting. No, wait, sorry, it's the other way around. We have good productivity, which is bringing down uncompetitive economy. So these two are good. The import tariffs and the productivity are currently fighting against the
Yeah.
uncompetitive economy.
Right.
The corporation
Yeah, I have a hard
tax
time
is
with
making it worse.
Right, okay.
let's take a look real quick at our education.
We didn't say anything about cutting the NHS.
No.
We like the NHS.
Yeah. Although that might be a thing. What if we like flip it around and decide to be like libertarian capitalists or something like that? We decide to eventually we're going to work our way towards exclusively private schools, private healthcare.
Yeah, but we already decided we were gonna focus on the religious stuff, not the.
Yeah, we'll do one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We'll go and
We need to
destroy all
focus.
traces of socialism later
We
on.
need to focus.
So one way we can improve productivity and technology further is just with like more tech grants or tech school funding, which is often a pretty good return on investment. What is this over here? We've got homelessness quite high.
Yeah, it's not good.
So
They're all tied together. The homelessness, poverty, and unemployment.
it's really those two, the poverty and unemployment especially.
Yeah.
So we need more jobs or something. The GDP, our GDP sucks, which is increasing.
Well, because of all the unemployment and unproductivity, probably.
Ironically, the religious people hate us right now. We're a bit of a fringe religion as part of the problem, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah.
But we'll have to bring them on board.
Yeah, because
This is going to be hard, actually, because I think Yorkshire is apparently a relatively secular nation to start off with.
Oh, is it? But it said something about, like, I don't know, 70% of the population was Christian or something.
Yeah, well, they call themselves
I
Christian.
guess, yeah.
Christian's a name.
Yeah, okay.
So, but also, the actual membership of the religious group is not that high. It's 11.5% of people actually consider themselves part of the religious group, compared to the environmentalists, which is almost 23%. The middle income is 50%. But trade unionists quite high. They hate us a lot too. The liberals, 67% of the population is liberal, and they hate us.
That's gonna be interesting.
So if we want to be reelected, we are going to have to suck up to them. Now, in a lot of situations, though, the religious and liberal people butt heads.
Yeah, I know.
Because a lot of the religious stuff involves sort of, clamping down on, behavior they see as amoral.
And when you make the liberals happy, the conservative religious people are, like, freaking out.
So, I think, okay, short-term plan, shortest-term plan, improve the economy.
Yeah.
Medium-term plan, get reelected once, at least.
Yes.
Long-term plan, though, is decrease membership in the liberal category and increase membership in the religious category.
We're gonna have to, yeah.
Because right now we can't suck up to religious people because it actually won't help us.
There's hardly any of them to suck up to.
Exactly. Yeah. But some of the things we can put in increase the number of people who are religious. For example, we could implement, I think we could do like parochial schools or some sort of thing like that.
Something like that. Or at least in one of the mods. I don't know which ones you have.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just playing vanilla. Other than these new nations, I'm playing the vanilla game, so I don't have any new ideas.
I really don't know what you have.
Outside of the basic. See, these are new. The national anthem at the start of the news, national anthems in schools. We're going to build, like... we're going to go and build, like, a Yorkshire, like, jingoist society at some point going forward. There we go. Public religious broadcasts. So, countering the bad influences of modern mass media. So something like this might help to increase religious membership. But that's the long game. Faith school subsidies. There we go. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's the one, yeah. See, I didn't think that was part of the vanilla game. I thought that was one of the mods I downloaded.
I don't know if it's part of the vanilla game, but it might be part of one of
the countries.
Well, no. Well, it might be, but I'm thinking maybe one of the DLCs. It might be part of either social engineering or the extremists. Although if you've seen it, then it's not extremist.
It's not extremist, yeah.
So it might be part of the social engineering.
It must be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So at some point, we will institute faith school subsidies so that faith schools will open. Some parents will send their children there. It'll increase the chance that the children grow up to be religious.
Right, yes.
And that's going to build the base. Our religious army for the Yorkshire fascist jingoist society we're eventually going to build. Assuming we can get reelected.
Yeah, if we can actually succeed.
And then school prayer and all those things. And eventually, you can ban the private education. Now, the private and public school, as defined in this game, is, I believe, the way that makes sense and how the most of the world use it.
Oh,
in the UK, it's inverted.
Yeah, and I
it's
know
like,
it messes me up because I don't...
Private school is actually public, and public school is actually private in the UK, or something crazy like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys are all weird over there in the UK.
You guys are awesome.
Banned foreign church service. That'll be really interesting to see. So, only the official quintessentialist religion is allowed to be practiced inside of the country of
wow.
Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's kind of hardcore.
And forced political, military, or religious oath. So that is for our super religious army.
Wow.
Like, long game.
Yeah, see, that one must be part of the extremists, because that
Oh,
I
yeah.
do not remember.
Definitely. National Armed Forces Week. Propaganda.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is so
I like the
uncomfortable.
secret courts.
Oh my god.
General media censorship. Torture. Compulsory church attendance.
bad.
That's the one we're going to want. But we can't do that yet. It's going to be
Wow.
like at least 2 terms
Yeah, no,
before
we're
we
not
can
gonna
even
do that for a
consider to
while.
do this.
You think it'll be that long, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And certainly we'll ban divorce. We're not going to ban homosexuality because we want more people getting married and then never getting divorced.
You can ban divorce, or at least you can in... Oh, there it is, yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's it. Any 2 people, you can totally get married. We don't
Yeah.
care who you are.
But
But
as long
that's-
as you stay together
Forever.
Celebrating our anniversary,
anniversary!
by outlawing divorce. That's wonderful.
That's what we're playing together. I like the bicycle subsidies. That's always good.
Yes, I
That's
like
like
that one too.
the subsect of our religion is that bikes are awesome.
Sure, yeah, why not?
And close airports,
Everyone must
ban
love
cars.
Gilbert and have bikes.
Well, Gilbert is the bishop of Leeds.
Of course, yes.
All right. So, still the question is, and it's always like that, what do we start? We do have a rail strike. That's not good.
No, I feel like I
Alcohol
always start
use.
with a rail strike, no matter where I am.
I think people are going to need their booze. But yeah, a lot of the scenarios do start with a rail strike.
Okay, so it's not just something I'm doing in the first, like, turn or two. Okay.
I would like to boost the economy. We're going to start off from that point of view. We are here to get people jobs. We actually have a surplus going on right now. What the hell? That's great.
That's amazing.
So we can do
And
this.
it's, like, in the billions. I've had little itty-bitty surpluses before, but...
Well, and 2 billion is actually really big considering
Yeah.
the size of our economy.
It's massive.
It's a massive, like, 10% budget overrun or underrun. One of those.
Whatever the word is, yeah.
Depends on your perspective.
Even I've just summed up what we're doing. So the plan is evil. Gotcha.
Yeah, well, eventually. So there are some things that are always really strong. I love this, the compulsory work for the unemployed. See, they're unemployed. They want jobs. Let's just give them jobs, or else.
Oh, that's creepy. I mean,
Oh, there's a typo.
I can't... Yeah, sometimes the mods do that, yeah.
I don't think this is a mod.
Oh.
I think this is in the game.
It must be part of the new expansion then, because I
Probably.
haven't seen it. I don't know how to feel about that compulsory work thing. I mean, yeah, giving people jobs is good, and they're doing good things like picking up litter. And I'm hitting the mic again. But what happens if they don't take the jobs because they can't for some
Then they
reason?
go to jail.
Oh, that's bad.
Compulsory. All right, tech grants are a good way to boost some of our productivity.
I'm bad at helping with the productivity part. I always struggle with that. I eventually
People
get
always
it.
have good suggestions. Now, here's one interesting thing. I know for a fact that the developer of the game is way into microgeneration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got like solar panels in his yard, all that
Nice.
stuff going on. So I'm willing to bet that the game is balanced, that this is really good.
Probably.
And then later on, there's a compulsory one. I like water board funding. Wait, what? Oh.
It's for the Netherlands, yeah. For all the canals and such.
Oh, maybe some of these did come in on the mods. That's possible that some of the mods that
Like some of the countries have
doesn't-
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
But there's another one where it's like mandatory micro generation somewhere in there. I was like,
wow.
really? That's awesome.
People are making fun of me. I understand compulsory. I wasn't sure what the punishment was.
Well, it's left vague.
It doesn't
I'm
say.
thinking tech grants. I'm just checking to see if there's any. Doesn't look very much.
Well, they're just barely catching up to our chat now, so
Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, they're just making fun of me for the compulsory thing, right? So
Right.
hey, we could see her.
I want to do tech grants. I like tech.
I'm sure you do. I'm fine with
Now,
that.
I'm hoping. Oh, fuck. No. It decreases religious membership.
Oh, that's not good.
can't-
That's right. I knew that.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
And you can't. It's kind of annoying in that
Yeah. I
it doesn't
know.
show you what it is until you implement it. So I guess right now I'll just start at the minimum possible level and then
We
cancel
can
it
get rid of
instantly.
it. It's free to cancel it, so.
What?
Well, it says it's free to cancel it. Although now,
Well, right
but
now.
it's not letting us. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's. I don't know why this meter is going fucking crazy. It's like only maximum.
Oh my god, yeah, it won't. Well, that's funny. I'm
Awesome.
sorry. That's so weird.
Where are the tech grants? Here it is. Okay, it costs 18 to cancel. Yeah, I actually don't know how to cancel from there. So you know what? I'm just gonna advance the turn.
And
We do have more
try to
political
fix it.
capital. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed.
There must be something else that we could do. And that's a problem. It's going to be hard to do a lot of the things that help productivity right away without upsetting the religious group because they're not as concerned
Maybe.
with education, advancement.
Well, right now
sometimes.
there aren't enough of them to matter. So I'll do a small business grant.
Okay. That'll upset
What the? Is there like a key? There we go.
Oh, something was stuck?
One of my arrow keys was locked.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
the
good.
problem.
Yay, we fixed it. Oh, this one's not upsetting the religious. It's
No.
just upsetting the socialists.
Yeah, well, screw the socialist. So this will increase the number of people who are self-employed, increase the GDP, makes the capitalists happy. Yeah, so it makes the self-employed very happy and
Yeah.
increases membership in there.
Yeah. Which will help overall.
It decreases the number of people who are trade unionists. Now, interestingly enough, I usually like make the trade unionists pretty happy in most of my gifts. Oh, that's not actually true. It's government employees.
Oh.
And it's not that expensive. You know what? I want to go maximum here. This is going to be a good way for us to build up our business base, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, helping the self-employed, I find is often a good way of reducing the poverty and unemployment and all that stuff over, like, the long term.
Okay, there's a debt protection law question. So these are debt collectors. Do we want to allow them to, like, operate freely or limit agency activity? We're going to find out via a poll over here.
Oh, goody. I normally limit them, personally.
Sure, me too. Which might be the best. So people should be able to read the options here while I go and set up the, not the raffle, we want poll. New poll. So we want, limit or allow. So add, open the poll.
Cool. Nice.
There you go. So you can vote to allow or vote to limit by typing exclamation mark vote
They're probably-
allow. There we go. People are kicking it in.
Probably voting on something they haven't even seen yet.
Maybe.
That happens all the time. I mean, I'm not, I don't know this time, but...
I'm seeing a lot of limit. Just at a glance, I'm not seeing the numbers in real time. It's definitely limit is going to win easily.
I think so,
It's
yeah.
not even a challenge.
Yeah, I think so.
There's some allow, but I'm going to close the poll. Limit with like 70% of the vote. All right.
Wow.
Thank you. These are our cabinet
Yes.
of ministers.
Yeah.
We have let's see how many ministers are in our cabinet.
Quite a few.
1,778.
Squad cabinet.
The government's a bit top heavy.
A little bit.
So 70% voted to limit agency activities. So we're going to do that.
That's insane.
Crime's still very low. Health's still very good. GDP is improving. Go us.
People are still voting.
The Human Rights Society they're getting kind of mouthy.
Yeah.
I don't like
What was
that.
the other one that was coming up?
That's not it.
Oh, I never know where to go.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the security briefing? I could have gone to it
okay, right.
directly from the gun here.
Communist Party is also not happy, of course.
Communists and human rights. So the liberals are very cranky, and there's a lot of them. This is actually a problem. They don't like internet censorship,
I'm sure.
but if we don't have internet censorship, then people might look up impure thoughts like, logic
Yeah.
and reason.
And be allowed to say whatever they want on online chats.
That would be terrible. With the wiretapping, prisoner tagging, we could cancel out the wiretapping. I mean, if God is watching all of us, why does the government need to watch anyone?
This is true. That is a very good point.
So tell you what,
I'm all for that.
We still need to cancel out the stupid technology grants because apparently it's killing our religious
Right.
membership.
Yes.
But
don't want that.
it's universal monitoring.
It's
We could
really
drop it.
nice.
I think our crime is low, partially because of wiretapping, probably.
Yeah, so we may not
but
want to get rid of it entirely.
I know I'm gonna do it, even all the way down. We really need to not get like ganked by the liberals.
Or, by massive, widespread mob crime. But yeah, okay, sure.
Well, then that's true. We'll deal with that when we get there.
When it happens, he'll try to fix it after the fact.
I suppose we could just lower this and then also lower the CCTV coverage.
I like the CCTV coverage.
Okay, we're gonna cancel this policy. I mean, the CCTV's got to drop the crime a lot too, right?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Okay, so we're gonna cancel that policy. Hopefully that'll make the liberals happy. The self-employed people, there's not a lot of them, but they're starting to like us more. I mean, and then there's a socialist, right? And again, 73% of the population, and they don't like us. They don't like tax shelters. Actually, that's a big thing. That's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Bring down socialists, bring down equality. The wealthy like it.
It's helping our GDP.
Yeah, because it encourages more like rich people to come and like leave all their money in Yorkshire. Right. The official Bank of Yorkshire is the #1 way to dodge taxes in other countries. Right? So if you're from the remaining United Nation or United Kingdom.
United Kingdom, yeah.
If it still exists, probably doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know. The
if you're from
the bit talked about Cornwall breaking off and like Wales. And
if you're from the city-state of London,
yeah, pretty much,
and you want to hide your money, you can do so in the Bank of Yorkshire right now. But it doesn't raise us that much cash. 130 million pounds a quarter.
Yeah, okay, that's not much. Yeah.
And it really, really makes the socialists mad, and they're a huge group.
Yeah.
It helps our GDP.
Making them that angry is kind of a problem.
I think we're going to trash it. Now we don't have enough political capital, though. Yeah. And we still don't have enough political capital to trash the technology grants, either. We should actually take a look at our cabinet. Oh, they're all pretty good, actually.
Wow.
They're really good right now.
Happier than I'm used to seeing most of them.
So our surplus did drop, which is not a terrible surprise.
Still a surplus, though.
But I think we'll go. Hopefully we don't get, like, killed.
And that happened because we instituted the tax grants, right?
Yeah, probably. Crime is rising. Not a surprise. It's still good. Yeah. But it did go up without the wiretap.
Yeah. It's probably going to keep doing it.
Yeah. Unemployment is going down. GDP mostly static. So there's a request. So for the freedom of information, let me go and start the poll real quick. So there have been calls for law to increase the availability of information held on databases about citizens without their knowledge. These include the records held by private medical companies, insurance companies, and debt collection agencies, as well as information held by government departments. So should people be able to request information about their personal records or a company's records or something like that? So we can either reject or propose. So we're going to start a poll, open that up. There we go. Do we want to reject the proposal? No one likes the idea of the government holding information from him, but in some circumstances it needs to be done. Or it's essential that we have this law passed, as it is one of the checks and balances required for any truly free society. Let's see what
hoping people understand the difference between the reject and propose, because I'm not completely dumb, and I struggled for a long time with this one when I would play it early on and be like, okay, so rejecting means that and proposing means that. I would be confused
because it's
how it's worded.
We're proposing or rejecting the idea of the freedom
of allowing allowing the freedom,
as opposed to like the security or whatever.
Yeah.
So oh my god, propose was winning for a really long time,
split, though.
But it just flipped back over. There's a lot of back and forth going on. I mean, I'm trying to think of like the theme of the sort of like religious-y kind of stuff going on, and the, we are looking to maybe be, well, I don't know if we're going to be all like necessarily secret policey kind of fascist kind of side of it. Maybe we are going to become extremists, perhaps.
You can be extremist in some ways and not in others, though. I mean, we're talking about enforcing religion and things like that.
Patriotism.
But we're not necessarily enforcing, I don't know which way to go.
We've got DJ Penguin is voting for anarchy. This is not Twitch plays, but it's pretty close. This is so tight.
It keeps flipping almost.
But right now, reject is definitely winning.
Just
barely, but it is winning. And it's maintaining that.
Banana.
And you don't have to vote more than once. One time, it will like reject any additional things. Nope. Yeah. At this point, reject is definitely locked in with 53.1% of the vote.
Yeah, it's holding 53. Yeah.
Wow. All right, we're going to reject the proposal. No freedom of information. You know what? As the religious head, as Pope Quill the 18th of the Quillessentialists, I believe that I know best, and they don't need to know. So we're going to reject the Freedom of Information Act.
Seems so wrong, you guys.
And so we got rid of wiretapping. If they don't want us to know about them, they don't have to know about us. That's the way it goes.
I guess that's true.
Everyone is super private.
I guess that's true.
We're religious. We're completely repressed all the time.
Maybe it's better because then they won't know about the inner workings of, the church and exactly where we're pulling strings and how we're doing things. And
that's right.
It's just as well.
Okay, we got to cancel some. Weren't there two things we want to cancel? Certainly the technology grants, but wasn't there something else?
Yeah, Serenity. Since when is the church an honest organization? Apparently ours isn't.
Nope. We're honest about what we won't tell you.
Yeah. We're letting you know that we have secrets.
Yeah, exactly. What more do you want from us? Okay. So the drop in religious membership actually takes a long time to kick in from the technology grants, which is nice, but no, it's costing us like almost $1 billion a quarter. We're going to cancel this.
Yeah, and yeah. We can't risk this too right now.
Do
We
that?
are terrible people. Yes, yes we are.
No! No, we're not.
Yes.
I want to take a look at the CCTV, at least to see, like, what's the effect? And the Liberals don't hate it as much as the wiretapping.
Yeah, no.
And it does drop crime and violent crime. The Conservatives like it.
It doesn't upset the socialists either.
That's true. That is very true. So, oh, that was the other thing. We were going to get rid of the tax shelters.
Oh, were you planning on getting rid of them entirely?
Yeah.
I thought you were just planning on lowering them. Okay. I mean, I'm fine with getting rid of them personally, but
Yeah, we'll just cancel them. We might be able to reinstate them later if we want, but
yeah.
there we go. The most important thing right now is to not get lynched. Got a pretty good surplus, almost $3 billion.
Get lynched.
Don't want to get ganked. And so maybe next quarter, using our surplus and whatever political capital we can muster, we'll try to find some other ways to raise employment.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get on that pretty soon, I
I
think.
don't remember where the...
Because that'll help the GDP and the
Right.
unemployment and the poverty and everything, so...
Is this a small business one? Yeah, it is.
I can never find them.
So it is over 8 quarters. It is going to increase the GDP. Slowly, but it'll happen. Canceling the tax shelters will drop the GDP.
Yeah, so they might
But-
just even each other out, basically.
Yeah, but it is on the way up. Still hoping to get rid of the uncompetitive economy, which is dropping a little bit, which is good. We could drop corporate tax rates.
A little bit, yeah. That'll make the socialists happy.
No, no, no.
It
If we
won't?
drop the corporate tax rate.
Oh! Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I always read these wrong the first time. It doesn't matter how many times I've played
I know.
this game. I
Well,
read the
because
charts wrong.
the green and the red inverses the logic depending on what thing you're looking at.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the green is good and sometimes the red is good.
Yeah.
Because of what you're trying to raise or lower. So there's all these sort of double negatives going on all the time.
You're gonna get so many, oh my god, your wife is so stupid comments in your YouTube channel.
Well,
I'm
I
just
hope
letting
not.
you know.
That would be extremely
Oh,
mean
I feel like an
and
idiot.
inaccurate. So I don't know.
Go hug your wife right now. That's cute.
So I don't know what to do. Well, actually, we don't have any political capital. Let's go to the next turn anyway. There's nothing for us
Right,
to do right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Religious condemnation. The head of the church has called upon you to resign. What?
But
I'm the head of the church.
but
Described as
Amoral.
amoral and spiritually corrupt.
damn, we need to work on that.
On the other hand, our credit rating was upgraded. On the other hand, organized crime kicked in.
I told you. Did I call that or did I call that?
But I'm worried that the liberals were going to kill us.
Well, they weren't quite at the level
Right.
of killing us yet. The organized crime people might be now, though.
The percentage of the population where religious have dropped by like 2%. That's not what we want.
No. Well, that might have been because of the
Technology grants.
yeah, which we've gotten rid of now, so it should start going the other way.
We should probably get rid of the
In theory.
abortion laws.
But
Or at least not
that'll
have them be on demand.
upset the religion. Oh, on demand. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was all the way up there. Okay, yeah.
See, if we drop it to 2 doctors' approval, the religious people almost don't care anymore.
Right.
The liberals are still going to be almost as happy.
Yeah.
Conservatives are going to be half as unhappy.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
That's
And then if we were to drop to limited circumstances, look, the liberals are still relatively happy.
and the religious people go woohoo.
They're fine with it, and the conservatives stop caring at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if we keep going lower, like at this point,
Doesn't make that much difference.
it actually doesn't for the religious. The conservatives like it a little bit more, but now all of a sudden the liberals go from they mostly like it to they hate it.
Right. Yeah.
And then you can ban it outright, but then that just pisses off the liberals,
Yeah.
which is actually a group we've got to be worried about.
Yeah, we don't
So-
want to instigate with them right now.
I think we go limited circumstances based on our general plans.
That-
In a way, the 2 doctors' approval, because it's
Yeah,
better for the
yeah.
liberals, might be stronger for like staying alive today.
Yeah.
But long term,
It's not going to upset them that much, so
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. No, that seems fair.
okay, we're gonna do that. Boom. Okay, it's our first religiously motivated action so far.
Gulp.
Um,
We better have a couple of them in there because apparently religious people hate us.
yeah. Next turn.
It's the Church of England. The Queen just condemned you. Yeah.
Unemployment's still going down a little bit. Crime is definitely in the yellow, though. We'll have
It's
to.
not rising anymore, though.
Mhm.
That's good. I guess.
Toxic waste dump. Excellent.
See, I can't hear toxic waste anymore because we have a regular viewer called Toxid Waste, whose birthday it is today, by the way.
Happy birthday, Toxid.
And that's what I hear now. It's Toxid for me.
So do we want to allow or prevent the opening of a toxic waste dump?
Ooh.
See, no one wants toxic waste in their back garden, but we'd be fools to turn our backs on economic gains from setting up this facility, not to mention the potential jobs. Besides, we can place the dump in the countryside where the jobs are needed and the risks are low.
There's tons of countryside in Yorkshire, and it's beautiful. Why would you destroy it?
Well, it's just going to be under the ground, under the countryside.
But we could use all that countryside for,
The sheep are going to grow an extra leg.
help the self-employed and the farmers and stuff like that, and get the GDP and the, you know...
The self-employed can go work at the toxic waste dump.
I like my plan better.
Listen, it might be risky for the environment, but it will probably help employment and GDP.
But I'm saying we could have other plans to help the employment and the GDP without destroying the countryside of beautiful, beautiful
Well, and
Yorkshire.
it's probably true. I mean,
he hasn't been to Yorkshire, guys. He doesn't know.
that is true. I have not been to Yorkshire. I've been to some places in the Uck, but not there. Prevent, allow. I mean, right now the vote is split 51% to 48%.
You don't ruin beautiful Yorkshire.
With a little bit of invalid voting in there. 54.6% allow.
They're all just going to be saying allow now because of me protesting it. They like to troll me.
Maybe. See, you just don't say anything next time. Be like, oh, I don't really care.
No, they know me at this point. They know how to troll me
They
already.
know you were like a super turbo hippie?
Yes. Because you may have mentioned it once or twice.
Well, the allow just dropped, but so did the prevent. There's more people voting invalid.
You guys are confusing us.
I think we're going to have to allow it. It's by a very slim margin, definitely. But, oh my...
Kill all the trees.
It's definitely there. By a margin of about 5%, 51.4% to 46.1%. We're going to allow this.
Really, your wife is the good one. Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of true, actually. We're going to allow the toxic waste dump.
Vote love Essentia.
In the Yorkshire... Aw. In the Yorkshire countryside. It's fine. So, membership in the Human Rights Society actually is going down, which is good.
Oh, the membership. Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
And we don't have any radicalized ones yet.
Yeah.
Security effectiveness is poor. Okay, so conservatives are liking us a little bit more. Liberals still hate us, although I don't think it's quite as rabid. Mostly still there.
It's gone down a little bit.
Religious people like us more. Not that there's a lot of them. In fact, the percentage of people who are part of the religious group has gone down more. I really want to put a stop to that.
Being good at this whole religious state thing.
No, once we get our religious schools in, it'll certainly
That'll
help a lot.
Can we start doing that yet, or are you worried too much about the human rights movement people yet?
There's a few things. Oh, you know what we can do? Is we can go back to teaching the controversy. So this is the creationism versus evolution thing.
Yes.
And it doesn't cost us anything,
Yeah, I know.
whatever we want to do.
Awesome.
So if we drop this, so this is the whole religious versus liberal fight some more. But it also dramatically changes the membership. So right now where we are losing religious people and gaining a tiny bit of liberalist people.
We pretty much want the opposite.
Yeah, and in fact, I think I'm going to do that. It will piss off the liberals, which is scary right now.
It is.
It'll make the religious happy, which is not that helpful. But it will grow membership there and actually reduce people who are liberal, which is part of our plan.
Are the liberals going to gank us before it kicks in, though?
I love that she says gank. I don't know. We're hoping not.
Corrupted me. It's terrible.
Right. Says the person who has more hours in World of Warcraft than I do. Like, by double.
Probably.
And I have a lot of hours. So
but I only say gank when I'm around you. So that doesn't really count for anything.
I suppose that's true. So we are only going to teach the truth. That God created the earth in 3.5 hours.
Is that how it goes?
Then he took a coffee break. They worked for a couple more hours. And then he took like an on-the-job bathroom break, which, you know, is of dubious ethics, but, you know, it had to be done. And then he went back, and then he was supposed to work for another hour and a half, but he really wanted to get home early to watch a new episode of Jersey Shore, so he rushed it in an hour, which is why there's some parts of the world that are kind of not exactly right. He's kind of doing a sketchy job. But that's what we're teaching.
I managed to not spit water all over you in your setup here. Aren't you proud?
Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy. It's not so much about pride, but I'm very happy. Right now we're running a $5 billion surplus. Our debt is dropping, which is really good for the long run. However, we really should probably spend this money on increasing jobs because we still have a massive problem there.
We should. It's nice having a surplus, though.
Yeah, I'm super good at this game.
I don't I never have a surplus that big, ever. I get really excited when I have like a 15 million surplus.
Mm-hmm. So, alright, part of the problem is we still have the uncompetitive economy. And I don't know what affects that.
I'm really bad with the uncompetitive economy. Like I said, I can get it under control over a really long period of time just by working on other things that end up affecting it, but targeting it directly as a goal, I fail.
Yeah, I know, it's hard. You know what we're going to have to do later on is the compulsory foreign language classes? That way our missionaries can go and spread the good word to foreign countries like Scotland.
Nice. Yeah,
but yes,
we'll teach them Gaelic and Welsh.
I think what we're going to have to do is try the technology colleges. I don't think these will affect the religious membership the same way.
I wish you could see what they affected before you implement them. It sucks.
I mean, it's all in text files, and I'm sure there's probably a wiki that breaks it down, but yeah, we're going to have to go and poke and see. Alright, that's fine.
Yay!
Increases education, increases technology, makes more state employees, and makes them happy.
Socialist happiness a little bit, but...
Yeah, but screw it. They're unhappy because we're teaching people how to be engineers. Oh, I'm sorry, we can't all be farmers, Yorkshire people. So I think I'm going to max it out. It's not that expensive, and it's pretty damn effective in terms of what we're hoping to do. Sorry, we can't just raise sheep. Oh.
I can't wait to get to you to Yorkshire after this.
No, they're going to be mad.
Yeah, probably.
I can't go to Yorkshire now.
You have to. The best chips in the world are in Yorkshire.
I keep hearing that.
I mean, okay, it's hard because, you know, Brussels. But yeah.
Our credit rating is now a double B.
That's gone up?
It's going up. This is the second rating upgrade we got. No, and that massively affects our GDP.
Yeah,
because
it does.
If we can get cheaper loans... Look at this.
Yeah, no, it's huge.
To the moon! We're like the Dogecoins. So we still have the rail strike. Look at this, the toxic waste dump helping our GDP.
Well, I'm sure it is.
Who needs an environment when you have money? You can buy a new environment.
We're living on this world like we have another one to go to.
Yeah,
Just saying.
We got lots. I mean, we've got Derbyshire, Derby, nearby. I don't know anything about England and the Great Britain and stuff like that, but we can move to somewhere else.
To somewhere else.
It'll be fine.
When we destroy Yorkshire, we're just gonna come to Scotland.
We're right next to Austria, right? No, Australia. Sorry, I always get that confused.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, crime went down slightly. Yeah, we do have organized crime.
I was gonna make a snarky joke, but no, we're close to, you know, like Tasmania or something. Just referencing a previous live stream that I was on where I misspoke, and then people were like, "Oh my God, she's such an idiot. She doesn't know where Tasmania is." And then I realized nobody would get it unless I explained it. So here I am explaining it.
Good, and we're all really happy that happened.
I talk too much, guys. You know this. Oh
so we still have a huge surplus. I'm actually debating, like, just the simplest thing to do is just to drop some taxes, like the corporate taxes.
And it's not going to make a huge difference in how happy people are with us, so in either direction.
Really. It doesn't change the GDP that much.
No, it doesn't.
Now, part of the problem is the taxes are too high. You do get some tax avoidance, which is bad.
Yes, which becomes a problem.
I guess the other thing we could do, especially with the homelessness problem, although it is going down,
yeah,
we could pump the state housing up a little bit, which is pretty minimal right now.
That would probably be a good idea. Wait. Oh, no. So that's helping the poor earnings by decreasing the poor earnings? Is that what that means?
Oh, no, it's increasing poor earnings.
Oh, it is. Okay.
In the green, yeah.
Okay.
It does decrease the amount of private housing around, though. It competes with that, which can cause weird things.
Yeah.
We have the alcohol awareness campaign. Maybe we should, like, max this out, because apparently people are massive drunks.
We probably should. Are we taxing alcohol? Well, we are a little bit.
But that hurts the poor earnings as well. It does a good job of decreasing alcohol consumption. Well, the problem is, okay, right now our problem is not necessarily the poor earnings. The problem is all the people who don't have freaking jobs.
I know, we need to get the job thing under
Honestly,
control.
we really need to do, like...
Oh, God.
No more unemployed people!
There's another way. There has to be another way.
Yorkshire to the moon?
Yorkshire.
We have the money!
Yorkshire.
We can afford a space program. And obviously, it will, like...
very
it'll boost the entire economy.
extremist religious state to you? I'm just checking.
Well, everyone knows that heaven is up. So what better way to search for God and get closer to God than to go up?
I only asked him that so he would explain it because I knew he'd have something.
And look, it's super popular with the voters. They know. They know this is how you get to heaven.
I'm all for it. That's fine.
We're going to the moon.
I'm on board.
To the moon, baby.
You have convinced me.
Oh, yes. Increases patriot membership, which is good. That's what we want. We want the super patriot, super religious. Oh, crap.
Patriots are not religious.
It decreases religious membership.
See what I told you?
Are they implying that once you get up there, you'll see that there's no God? Why can't I cancel from here?
I don't know. It's really weird.
Son of a bitch!
Can you X out of this, go back into it, and cancel it?
Yeah, then I have to pay the capital.
Even in the same turn that it was implemented?
I'll check, but I'm pretty sure.
That's unfortunate.
So I'm just gonna revert. I'm not changing it. Like, escape? But it probably no, it's there.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, you can't do it yet. Ugh, that sucks.
All right, it's getting canceled next turn. I wanted to go to see the face of God in space.
You have to stop getting so gung ho about these things that are completely going against your plan because you're ruining all your capital just canceling things.
God damn it! It's too. At least we're rich.
Yeah.
Credit rating upgraded. We're now at triple B. Crime is going down. GDP is going up. Unemployment's going up. I don't know why. Hold on. We got to cancel the space program. Ah, it's awful. I mean, we could... No, we can't keep it around. It's so good for us in a lot of ways. And it is really slow at decreasing religious membership. It takes 20 turns to kick in.
But, okay, then you better do something to increase the religious membership if that's what you're going to want. I'm just...
You know what? We have money. We can fund religious schools.
We keep doing things that are just basically evening everything out. We're not actually getting ahead of much.
No, it's fine.
It's fine.
Where was the religious schools?
I would assume it would be under public services.
Where can I put this in? I need 50 political capital.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to save up for it.
I thought you would. It does seem like it would be kind of important to get that in pretty early if we want to increase the membership, so.
Oil drilling.
Oh, this is going to be another one that hurts me, you guys.
Frankly, how much oil could there possibly be in Yorkshire?
No idea.
I mean, let's be honest here. We may just be drilling giant holes in the environment for no reason whatsoever.
Oh, that makes me feel better.
Right? We're like, just like shooing the sheep out of the way. We're like, move it! Bah! No, move! You start digging a hole. No oil.
There's nothing here. Okay, sheep, you can come back. Veto him. You have the power.
How come there's no poll results? It just hasn't kicked in yet.
There it is.
There we go. Still early. Allow definitely has a massive lead early on, though. Listen, I've done my best to encourage people to turn down the drilling.
That was your best, really?
That's my best.
Wow.
The sheep. Did you hear the sheep sounds?
He did sheep sounds for you guys.
I mean,
come on.
Think of the sheep. It's still 70% in favor of allowing the drilling. I guess we're just going to have to do it. It's going to generate jobs,
yay.
GDP.
Vote burn the world.
Still 70%. Like, people were really on the fence about the toxic waste dump.
Yeah, they
but
were.
For the oil, they're like, no, I drive
Not
a
on
car.
the fence at all, yeah.
I mean, we've been to Europe. We know what the fuel prices are there.
True.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like, Americans are always like...
drill for them in Yorkshire.
But Americans are always complaining, oh, it cost me 3 cents a gallon to fill up my tank now. Yeah. Woe is me. And then Europeans are like, it took me $100 to get a fuel of petrol. Yeah. Or a thimble full of petrol. So...
But we're planning on putting in the whole bike thing later. They're not going to need oil.
Well, no, you need that 3-in-1 oil drops for the chain. All right, 65% allow. We're going to have to allow the drilling.
We don't need no sheep.
The people demand. The people
Vote
demand
save
it.
the sheep. That's right, damn it.
We'll do some farming subsidies. Farming subsidies for displaced sheep.
See, that's all you're doing.
How come?
It's just do one thing and then do something that counters that thing.
Oh, this is awful. I didn't realize I'm capped at 46 political capital.
Oh, because a couple of our people are not happy.
I can't get enough political capital to implement my religious schools.
Yeah, that's not good.
The fuck?
We're gonna have to replace one of the cabinet members.
Yeah, okay.
Which, unfortunately, when you just replace one of them, it makes them all a little bit more upset. It's like,
I know.
Oh my god, someone got fired. It's like, yeah, but it was someone who wasn't happy with their job. Well, we're doing them a favor.
Maybe I'll reshuffle the entire cabinet.
Oh, but a couple of them are so happy. Oh, that's tricky. I don't know. I don't know what the right way to do it is.
We'll just reshuffle.
He's brave.
All right, we're just looking for big numbers. 4.7.
But we also want to make sure we give them a job that they want too.
Well, probably they will like it. Okay, hold on. This is foreign policy. Yeah, all right.
It can be. That's why I don't like doing this. I need like a spreadsheet to figure this out.
Okay, she's a 4.7. Wants to do foreign policy.
That works out.
Her sympathies are liberals and environmentalists. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. Did you know I read every single comment someone leaves on my video? That's insane. Why would I do that? I don't know, but I'll read yours.